Strait of Hormuz, 2:47 p.m. Perfect visibility, perfect kill zone. The USS Valiant carved through crystalline waters, unaware she was already in the crosshairs. Behind her, the massive tanker Atlantic Pioneer followed at regulation distance. Standard freedom of navigation, standard escort duty. Nothing about this afternoon felt standard. Commander James Reynolds saw it first on the radar display. 6 coastal installations lighting up simultaneously. Not scanning, targeting. "Captain, we're locked," the radar officer's voice cut through the bridge. Multiple fire control radars, 6 sites, all active. Before Reynolds could respond, another alarm. Surface contacts, 12 fast attack boats launching from Bandar Abbas, Revolutionary Guard markings, inbound at attack speed. The pieces fell into place with sickening clarity. This wasn't harassment, this was an ambush. Commander Reynolds pulled up the tactical display. 6 missile batteries, 12 attack boats closing. Intelligence from 20 minutes ago. 3 Iranian corvettes departed port, bearing directly for the strait. 1 destroyer, multiple attack vectors. The narrowest choke point on Earth. Nowhere to run. Iran had planned this. "All hands, battle stations. This is not a drill." Reynolds' voice boomed. "Weapons free on my command." 2:52 p.m. Central Command's warning arrived, but Valiant's crew already knew. Imminent attack, defensive engagement authorized, hold position, carrier scrambling. Help was coming, not in time. The Aegis system hummed to full power. Sailors sprinted to battle stations. Below decks, damage control teams staged equipment. In the CIC, screens bloomed with threat vectors. Iran's plan was elegant. Saturate the Aegis defenses with simultaneous attacks from land, sea, and multiple directions. Overwhelm the Aegis, land multiple hits, sink her in Iranian waters, seize the tanker, capture survivors, deliver a humiliating blow to American power. Tehran's planners had calculated missile trajectories, attack angles, probable kill rates. They'd wargamed this scenario for weeks. They believed they'd accounted for every variable. They were wrong. 2:59 p.m. The sky erupted. 6 plumes of white smoke burst from the Iranian coastline. C-802 anti-ship missiles, Chinese-made, supersonic, sea-skimming. 14 missiles in the first salvo, racing toward Valiant at wave-top height, their vapor trails stark against the afternoon sky. The fast attack boats fired simultaneously. 24 smaller missiles launched in perfect coordination. The 3 corvettes added their weapons, 4 missiles each. 42 missiles inbound, all targeting one ship. Engaging, the Aegis calculated, prioritized, launched. Vertical cells erupted. SM-2 interceptor screamed skyward on pillars of flame. White contrails crossed the blue sky like deadly geometry. First Iranian missile died in a brilliant flash. Second, third, boom, boom, boom. Explosions rippled across the sky, but more coming. 39 remaining, 36, 33. The phalanx systems activated. 20mm Gatling guns at 4,500 rounds per minute, the last line of defense. Tungsten rounds created a wall of lead. Missiles exploded at close range, 50 yards, 30, 20. Shrapnel hammered Valiant's hull. 2:58 p.m. 1 missile broke through. The C-802 struck forward, just above the waterline. The explosion was catastrophic. Orange fireball, black smoke. The destroyer shuddered. Alarms shrieked. Fire forward berthing, multiple casualties, bulkhead breached. Secondary explosions, flames spreading. Then another impact. Aft section, another explosion. More wounded, more fire. Valiant was hurt, burning, but her weapons were still hot. "Return fire!" Reynolds' command cut through chaos. "Target those batteries! Tomahawks away!" 8 Tomahawk cruise missiles launched, each programmed with precise GPS coordinates, each carrying 1,000 pounds of high explosive. Launch flames lit Valiant's hull. The 5-inch deck gun swung toward the approaching fast attack boats. Boom! 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 The first Iranian boat vanished in an expanding debris cloud. The second exploded, showering burning fuel across the water. The third caught fire, listing badly. But 9 boats remained. The corvettes were closing, and Valiant was damaged, burning, fighting for survival. Iran's commanders watched from Bandar Abbas. 2 hits on target. The destroyer was wounded, slowing, burning. Victory seemed within reach. 3:02 p.m. The ocean erupted. 3 torpedoes in the water, not from Valiant, from beneath the waves. 3 Los Angeles-class attack submarines had been shadowing the destroyer, invisible, silent, waiting. Their fire control solutions had been calculated the moment Iranian boats left port. The Iranian corvettes never saw what killed them. 3 massive underwater explosions, 3 warships breaking apart. The Persian Gulf swallowed them in seconds. Iranian commanders stared on screens in disbelief. 3 corvettes, gone, just gone. But the real shock was still coming. 3:08 p.m., the sky darkened with American aircraft. FA-18 Super Hornets from USS Theodore Roosevelt, 60 miles away, 2 full squadrons. Behind them, EA-18G Growlers, electronic warfare aircraft. The Growlers hit first, jamming pods activated. Every Iranian radar within 200 kilometers went blind simultaneously. Coastal defense batteries, naval headquarters, air defense systems, all blind. The Super Hornets carried AGM-84 harpoons and precision-guided bombs. They had targets, they had orders, they had scores to settle for wounded shipmates aboard Valiant. The 6 Iranian missile batteries that started this fight died first. Laser-guided bombs fell with surgical precision. 6 installations became 6 smoking craters in rapid succession. Stored missiles cooked off. Secondary explosions rippled along the coastline. The batteries that had fired 42 missiles at an American destroyer ceased to exist. But the Americans weren't done. The remaining 9 Iranian fast attack boats attempted to scatter. Too late. Super Hornets dove on them like hawks on prey. Precision strikes. One by one, the boats that had dared attack USS Valiant were sent to the bottom. The Persian Gulf became a graveyard. 3:15 p.m., the strikes intensified. FA-18 fighters turned toward Bandar Abbas, the Revolutionary Guard Naval Headquarters. The command center that had ordered the ambush appeared on targeting screens. Bunker buster bombs penetrated reinforced concrete. The complex collapsed inward. Every admiral, every commander who had signed off on attacking an American warship died in the rubble. Port facilities next. Laser-guided munitions struck maintenance yards, supply depots, fuel storage. Massive fireballs erupted. Patrol boats still in dock exploded. Cranes toppled. Buildings collapsed. Iran's entire naval infrastructure in the Strait region was being systematically erased. Tehran's commanders watched satellite feeds in horror. Their carefully planned ambush had become a slaughter, but they didn't know the worst was coming. 3:21 p.m., the Atlantic Pioneer came alive. 12 figures appeared on the tanker's deck, full combat gear, U.S. Marines, force reconnaissance operators who'd been covertly embedded below decks as a contingency. 2 rigid-hull inflatable boats launched. The Marines raced toward the Iranian coast at 40 knots. Target, the coastal observation post that had coordinated the missile attack. 3:25 p.m., Marines hit the beach. Breaching charges, flashbangs, precision room clearing. 8 Iranian personnel captured, computer systems seized, intelligence files downloaded. All accomplished before Tehran could react. 4 minutes later, The Marines were back on their boats, extraction complete, classified intelligence secured. 3:28 p.m., USS Valiant, damaged but functional, prepared her final message to Tehran. 8 more Tomahawks launched. Their target? The military command complex in Bandar Abbas. Not the naval headquarters, that was already rubble. The primary command center coordinating all Revolutionary Guard operations in the region. 3:32 p.m., the complex ceased to exist. By 3:35 p.m., 38 minutes after Iran fired the first missile, it was over. The numbers told the brutal story. Iran deployed 42 missiles, 12 fast attack boats, 3 corvettes, 6 coastal batteries, everything they had in the region. 21 weeks of planning, a coordinated ambush executed in broad daylight.
They achieved 2 hits on 1 destroyer. In response, the United States Navy erased Iranian naval power in the Strait. Not degraded, not damaged, erased. Iranian losses: 12 boats sunk, 3 corvettes destroyed, 6 batteries eliminated, 2 headquarters obliterated, 57 facilities burned, 300+ casualties, command structure decapitated. American losses: USS Valiant damaged but operational, 17 wounded, 0 fatalities. Atlantic Pioneer undamaged, mission complete. The mathematics were unforgiving. Iran threw everything at one American destroyer and failed. The destroyer survived. The tanker completed passage. Iran's navy ceased to exist. Within 2 hours, Iranian state media broadcast propaganda. Heroic forces defended territorial waters. Enemy destroyer severely damaged and forced to retreat. Victory. Fiction. American satellites photographed everything. 12 boats on the ocean floor, 3 capsized corvettes, 6 smoking craters, 2 headquarters rubble, 57 burning facilities, visible from orbit. The Pentagon released selected images: Iranian corvettes capsized, burning facilities, destroyed installations. The message? This is what happens when you attack American warships. Global reaction was immediate. Iran's ambush ends in a catastrophic defeat. Revolutionary Guard Navy decimated in 38 minutes. Tehran's humiliation. The attempted ambush became a cautionary tale about miscalculation. The strategic implications rippled outward. For years, Iran threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, to strangle global oil supplies, to leverage the choke point for concessions. The Battle of Hormuz proved those threats empty. Iran attacked 1 destroyer with everything they had: 42 missiles, 15 warships, 6 batteries. They failed utterly. The destroyer survived. The tanker completed passage. Iran's navy was destroyed. Regional allies understood. The UAE increased cooperation with the Fifth Fleet. Bahrain expanded base access. Saudi Arabia requested defense training. Power in the Gulf shifted in 38 minutes. Most telling, oil markets barely moved. Despite major battle in the world's most critical energy choke point, prices held steady. Markets understood what Iran learned. The Strait of Hormuz would remain open because the U.S. Navy would keep it open. USS Valiant returned to service 6 weeks later. Commander Reynolds received the Navy Cross. The 12 Marines received Bronze Stars. Intelligence captured revealed 3 weeks of Iranian planning for an ambush that lasted 38 minutes and ended in total disaster. The lesson wasn't about weapons or tactics, it was miscalculation. Iran saw 1 destroyer and thought they saw vulnerability. They didn't see 3 submarines below, the carrier 60 miles away, the air power minutes away. They mistook American restraint for weakness. They paid with their navy. The Strait of Hormuz remains open today. U.S. Navy destroyers continue their transits. Oil tankers pass through daily. Iran occasionally issues statements, engages in rhetoric, protests American presence, but they don't attack American warships anymore, because they learned what happens when you do.
2:47 p.m., an ambush begins. 3:25 p.m., a Navy ends. 38 minutes. That's how long it took for military overconfidence to collide with operational reality, for a carefully planned ambush to become catastrophic defeat, for Iran to learn that attacking American warships doesn't close strategic choke points. It gets your Navy destroyed while the whole world watches. The Battle of Hormuz stands as proof. Behind every U.S. Navy destroyer lies the entire American military. Submarines beneath the waves, carriers beyond the horizon, aircraft minutes away, and a command structure that can coordinate devastating responses faster than enemies can react. Iran set a trap in the Strait of Hormuz. They caught themselves. USS Valiant still patrols those waters. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Navy does not. The strait remains open. The Navy remains dominant. Iran remains defeated. Never attack American destroyers because they never sail alone. 42 missiles, 38 minutes. One lesson written in fire and steel across the floor of the Persian Gulf. Tehran received their answer. The world received its reminder. The Strait of Hormuz belongs to no one, and everyone who depends on it can thank the U.S. Navy for keeping it that way.